The city lights blurred into a watercolor painting against the late-night drizzle. Wet pavement, neon reflections. Close up, woman's feet, steady steps. But tonight, a different sound joined hers, heavy, hurried, closing in. A shadow detached itself from a darkened doorway, blocking her path. Her heart hammered against her ribs. Yet, beneath the fear, something else stirred. A sense of centeredness filling her core, not in her muscles, but in her very core. She did not freeze. She did not shrink. She breathed. His voice was a low growl, demanding purse, her phone, her compliance. He lunged. His hand shot out to grab her arm. He expected her to pull back, to struggle, to feed his aggression. Instead, she moved with him, not against him. Turn of the hips meeting forward momentum. The momentum guided past her. His grab found only empty air. She created a small, safe pocket of space. She didn't strike him. She didn't need to. Her movement was her response, a clear, nonverbal communication, not a victim, a person in control. The man stumbled, balance lost, surprise on his face.
Brief critical moment. Her voice cuts through. Stay back.
Her hand moved to her phone, practiced motion, activating personal safety app, alerting emergency contacts, sending live location. She had not defeated him in a fight. She had deconstructed the confrontation, piece by piece. Technology? This is the essence of a different kind of self-defense. Your safety, your dignity, turning a moment of potential violence into a moment of empowered choice. Aikido is often misunderstood. Critics dismiss it as impractical, a beautiful but ineffective dance. Flowing movements and no aggressive strikes can look soft. This misses the fundamental genius, especially for women. The core philosophy, don't meet force with opposing force. That is a match you might lose against a larger attacker. Instead, join with the attacker's energy. Blend with their momentum. Gently guide it to where it's no longer a threat. You're not stopping a punch. You're receiving and redirecting its energy. This redirection makes Aikido potent for women. Confrontations rely on the aggressor expecting resistance. They push, expecting you to push back. They grab, expecting you to pull away. That struggle fuels their sense of power. Aikido disrupts that dynamic. Move with the push, turn with the grab. Refuse to be the solid object they expect. Become fluid, elusive. Their strength has nowhere to go. It becomes their undoing, pulling them off balance, creating chances to escape or establish control. Imagine a powerful river current. You'd swim with the current to the riverbank. Aikido applies this intelligence to conflict. The attacker's aggression is the current. Learn to feel its direction and velocity. Move in harmony with it. Stay safe while the force dissipates harmlessly. This is not weakness, it's strategic efficiency, the wisdom of yielding to win, redirecting what you can't overpower, protecting yourself without becoming the aggressor. The myth of ineffectiveness misses the goal. The objective, not to inflict damage, but to neutralize threat and create safety. It provides a realistic, intelligent, empowering alternative to fighting strength with strength, offering a path to safety accessible to anyone, regardless of their physical power. True self-defense is not a single action, but a comprehensive strategy with many layers. It begins long before any physical contact is made. The first and most powerful tool you possess is your voice, used for verbal de-escalation. Aikido's philosophy of blending and non-opposition extends to communication. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. Use calm, assertive language to set boundaries, create space, show you are not an easy target. A firm, clear command. Stop. You need to back away. Delivered from a centered stance. Can be surprisingly effective. Physical Aikido techniques are the next layer. A backup when words fail or an attack is sudden. Dojo movements manage distance, control with minimal force. If someone grabs your wrist, an Aikido release frees your hand and positions you for escape. These are tools to regain control and create a critical window of opportunity. That window is when you deploy modern technology. Personal safety apps become an indispensable partner. Aikido skills buy you 2 or 3 seconds to act. Your response creates surprise and imbalance. In that interval, you can trigger your safety app. Single press of a button. Silently alert trusted contacts, share live GPS location. Begin recording audio, begin recording video evidence. This integrates your physical response with a digital call for help, multiplying your safety options. The synergy creates a holistic approach. Aikido training is more than physical moves. Learn to stay calm enough to talk, skilled enough to move, aware enough to use every tool, voice, body, technology, foundation of real-world empowerment. a confident woman walking into sunlight, a montage, calm streets, dojo, phone alert. Together, they form a comprehensive, adaptable, and deeply empowering system. To truly appreciate how Aikido works, you need to understand its foundational principles. Surprisingly simple in concept, yet profound in application. The first and most important of these is awace or blending. This is the art of moving with an attacker's force instead of resisting it. Imagine someone pushing you firmly on the shoulder. The instinct is to tense up and push back. Blending means you relax, turn your body, and allow their energy to flow past you. You are not yielding ground, you are redirecting their aggression while maintaining stability. The second core principle is maintaining your hara, or center. Move from this point and keep it low and stable. Mentally and emotionally, your center is your point of calm and composure. Training teaches you to breathe and think clearly under pressure. A stable center is the anchor that lets you blend effectively. The third principle is kansetsu waza, joint locks. These are not about causing pain but controlling movement and balance. A small, controlled turn of a grabbed wrist can influence their elbow, shoulder, and ultimately their feet. This allows a much smaller person to guide and control someone far larger without a struggle. These three principles work together in a seamless flow. When an attacker initiates contact, you first maintain your center, staying calm and stable. Then you blend and, if necessary, apply a subtle joint lock to control their balance. This lock doesn't just control their limb, it controls their balance, buying you crucial time. This is the window you need. Create distance to escape, issue a clear verbal command, or activate your safety app. In these few seconds of control, you can summon help. Back off. Train to stay connected to your center, to breathe, think clearly, and respond intentionally. This lock gives you distance to escape, issue a command, or activate your personal safety app. Back off. This is how blending, centering, and joint locks translate into tangible seconds of advantage, your tactical window to get away. Let's translate these principles into concrete actions for real-world scenarios. One of the most common forms of assault is a wrist grab, an attempt to control and intimidate. The untrained response is to yank your arm back, which engages your bicep against their body weight. Kotegaishi. Step 1. Wrist is grabbed. Step 2. She turns and blends, stepping slightly forward and to the side. Step 3. Rotate your hand and wrist, using your whole body's movement to apply pressure to their wrist joint. Step 4. She is free and creating distance. This single fluid motion relieves pressure, compromises balance, and creates a moment of control and surprise. In this instant, your voice becomes a powerful tool. Let go, get back. This combination shatters an attacker's confidence and creates the space you need to disengage. Another common scenario is being cornered in a small space like an elevator or narrow hallway. Here, irimitenkan, entering and turning, is invaluable. Take a small angled step forward, get inside their reach alongside their body, not in front. Then pivot 180 degrees. Use their forward momentum to spin them and open a path to the exit. Throughout these movements, your other hand should be ready, thumb finding the panic button. The instant you are clear, the app is activated. Your physical technique was the key that unlocked the door to your other safety tools. It gave you the time to escape and to ensure help was on the way. This is how Aikido functions in a modern context. Powerful catalysts for a multi-layered safety plan. Physical technique creates space. Your voice and an app multiply the chance of a safe outcome. Treat your training as part of a toolkit. Hands, voice, phone, integrated. The fear of being overpowered by someone larger is real and valid. Conventional fighting systems rely on striking power or speed. Aikido changes the equation. It is the great equalizer because its techniques depend on manipulating the attacker's force, leverage, momentum, balance. When a large person commits mass and velocity forward, you don't stop it, you guide it. Get off the tracks and help their energy continue in a direction you choose. By pivoting and turning, you guide committed energy into a spin or forward stumble. They effectively throw themselves. Your role: be the calm, stable center around which their chaotic energy revolves. A small amount of pressure at the end of a lever can unbalance someone who outweighs you by 100 pounds. You are not fighting muscles, you use skeletal structure against them. Precision will always trump brute strength. Redirect momentum. Their commitment becomes their undoing. This shifts the mindset from, I can't win a fight, to I don't have to fight. Use your timing and understanding of body mechanics to de-escalate, control, and escape. Paired with assertive verbal commands, these techniques create psychological disruption, Buy time to use your phone. This ability to neutralize size and strength is profoundly empowering. Precision, timing, and calm trump raw force. You can use your intelligence, timing, and training to de-escalate and escape, so you never have to match violence with violence. While the physical techniques are practical tools, the most transformative aspect often happens internally. The dojo is a laboratory for cultivating mental and emotional resilience. Every time you practice, you learn to manage your body's response to pressure. Training teaches you to breathe through adrenaline. Consistent training teaches you to breathe, stay connected to your center, think clearly even when your heart is pounding. This practice of remaining calm under duress is the most valuable asset in any crisis. This cultivated composure directly translates into confidence. It is a quiet, deep-seated knowledge that you have options. A woman who walks with a centered, aware, and confident posture is less likely to be perceived as an easy target. Your training becomes a form of prevention, a silent deterrent projected by your presence. In the dojo, you negotiate space and contact, practicing limits in a safe environment.
You learn to physically communicate limits and to verbally say stop clearly and firmly. Woman, stop. This practice becomes second nature in daily life. Woman, excuse me, that's enough.
Ultimately, this inner calm is what makes all your other tools effective. A safety app is useless if you freeze in panic. The inner calm ensures you can access it. The inner calm ensures your voice stays steady and your hands remain firm. The inner calm, forged through practice, is the foundation upon which everything else is built.
It ensures when crisis arrives, you can access your full range of options: voice, training, technology. Woman, I'm calling for help.
Your technology, training, and voice, together they let you respond as a capable, clear-headed, empowered individual. Real self-defense in the 21st century is not about mastering one single skill, it is about weaving multiple layers of protection. Awareness is your early warning system. Awareness means being present. Unplug from your phone when walking alone. Notice who is around you. Trust your intuition when a situation feels off. Awareness is relaxed alertness, not constant fear. The second layer is communication, posture, eye contact, and voice. Aikido builds a centered presence that signals confidence without aggression. A simple, loud, no, stay away. This communication is your primary tool when a threat becomes immediate. The third layer is physical technique, your emergency response when the first two layers fail. Neutralize threat, create space, facilitate escape, a wrist release that breaks a grab, a body turn that evades a lunge. This skill set bridges you to your final layer. Technology. Your personal safety app is a modern emergency flare. After your technique creates a critical few seconds of space, technology takes over. It notifies friends, family, and emergency services, providing GPS location and incident records. Awareness gives you time. Communication can de-escalate. Physical technique creates an opening. Technology summons reinforcement. Together, they form a comprehensive, adaptable, and deeply empowering system for navigating the world with confidence and safety. Embarking on the path of Aikido for self-defense begins with finding the right environment. Not all dojos are created equal. Look for an instructor who discusses Aikido for self-defense and a culture of safety. Visit a class and observe. Are students of all sizes training together? A good dojo emphasizes de-escalation and situational awareness, the philosophy of non-conflict. It should feel like a laboratory for personal growth and safety, not a fight club. Connect your physical training with verbal commands. Don't perform techniques silently. Say let go and stay back. Build muscle memory so voice and body act as one system under pressure. Integrate a personal safety app. Choose a simple one-touch activation and prefer a quick access widget that doesn't require unlocking. Run a fire drill with your emergency contacts so they know how to respond. Make it a habit. Place your thumb over the activation button as you walk to your car. Download and practice with a safety app. Real empowerment is a fusion of skill, awareness, and preparation. Move intelligently and use every available advantage. Take that first step. Find a dojo that resonates with you. Sign up and commit. Connect your mind, your body, and your tools into a seamless shield of protection. Self-defense is proactively building confidence and capability, so you decide how the story ends. Your greatest strength is not fist, but your ability to think. Move intelligently, use every advantage. The story is yours. To support the channel, comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell to receive future content. If you want to stay with me, Choose a video on your screen, and I will see you there. Thank you.